Look at the size of this little sweet, I don't know, like tree frog? What a great way to start the following episode. Late night here in Georgia with this. Folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic. Today's episode is coming from, I think it's Lithia Springs, Georgia. Not too far from Atlanta. You know, not too far from where I live. And look over my top of this hat. You see Red Trail. And that can only mean one thing, and that's because I am in SWEETWATER CREEK State Park. Been here before. Actually shot a real nice video. I will put a link in the description of that video for our outdoors. Look how pretty this is, just to start. Red cedar. Look at that. Like therapy for me, a recharge, anything. I mean, I'm retired, so you probably ask yourself, why are you recharging? Or because it is what it is. I know my head goes into dark places. It's just a human element of life. So what do you do when that happens? Well, let me tell you something that I'm going to do. I'm going to go outside. And one of the nice things about pretty much every single area of this country, or this world for that matter, is that you can see, you can be in a park probably within 10 to 15 minutes. And this park is it's just really special. And I got to stop now because I see something amazing coming up. There would be someone in SWEETWATER CREEK State Park. Another Michael.
Yes.
I'm just one day away from wearing my art history AI jersey, and look what this gentleman's walking through the park with. Are you kidding?
Man, one of my favorite fans. Maybe players of all time.
Yeah,
all time.
I love that. And you have to tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Chicago, man.
Chicago.
Born and bred.
Look at that.
Look, all the teams on my arm.
No, hold on. Let's flip it around.
Yep, you got the Bears, the Blackhawks, you got the Chicago Cubs.
Bulls, got you.
The 4th of July dish. You see the stars in there.
Wait, what?
You see 4th of July for the stars? You see the stars in the sea?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was on the hat. My brother did it, and the hat came out.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
look out. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Man, no problem, man.
Nah, I love that. Man, have a great trip. Yes.
Always got to support the cause.
Yeah, look out. Look out. Philly, just...
Philly,
we're loving this, man.
Vibe.
We're
Nice
loving
meeting
this.
you,
I
man.
appreciate y'all. See ya.
Yep.
How many subscribers you got?
Stop you. There's no way you have an AI jersey, and I don't acknowledge that. But yeah. So anyway, getting back to what I'm saying, and just busting it up with people. It's always good therapy for me too. Just on the way in, a gentleman came in that was just moved here from the Los Angeles area. And we're just talking about his adjustment because he's been here about 6 months. And my adjustment's great. I do love it here. I miss, well documented, I miss a lot of things about, being back in Philly. But yeah, so anyway, we're in the park today. And we're in, the park today. And we're just I'm going to share an experience in the park with you. Because that's where I like to go to clear, just relax, breathe. Always make sure the nose is clear. I always like a good sinal, like fortify the air in my body through the nose, out the mouth. My thing. You know what? I'm not even a doctor. That's probably where I've heard that a million times. That's quality breathing. Anyway, folks, thanks for joining me today. And let's see what we can see in SWEETWATER CREEK State Park. So interesting, along the trip you get to see, they got a little notice here for fishermen, fisherwomen, people that fish, about like, okay. So I guess they'll be making a note of this, to pull these fish out. Harvest them. Okay. Okay. So I kind of get to the point where like every person I meet, I don't put them on my channel. I mean, I don't ask. It just gets to be like, you know, everyone wants to enjoy their day and not have the weird YouTuber go, "Hi, would you like to be on my channel?" But because there's something interesting, I just passed a guy that was like, "Yo, dude, nice shirt." And he looked, well, look, everyone looks younger than me for the most part when I'm out. He definitely was younger than me. I was like, "Oh, you know the bands?" Because that's my first feeling. It's like, this is Cro-Mags. I think the Mob's on here. Oh, God, I can't read upside down. I forget who else is on here. Anyway, old CB's Flyer t-shirt. And I was like, "Oh, hell with this." I toot my own horn and went, "Dude, you're talking to a guy that played there." And then I left it at that. Oh well. Just is what it is, right? Oh, ready for this? Let's do the 180. Dun 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 dun. What I love about the parks, especially this one, most of them, it's like 86 degrees out. And the heat wave is on its way. We're about 2 or 3 days away from straight 90s. And the best part about here is there's so much shade. So the minute you start, you know, feeling a little whatever, there's plenty of places to hide. Ooh, check this spot, right? This is the kind of stuff I like. I've written lyrics to songs about areas like this. They're just really cool. Song called Explorer. You know what, I might put that up on my channel. I think we just did that. Not I think, like, we did do that last, when we played the L Bar in May. And it's all about, it's kind of about, well, I would say I'm an urban explorer. I don't know how many urban explorers, because I can't answer for all of them. I can answer for this one. That a lot of times when I go to old factories, just old, I just always envision what was happening there, and it just gives me this, it just gives me this exhilarating feeling. It never ends. It always is the case. And one of the lyrics in that is just picking up like locations. I talk in that one. I was talking about a spot along the riverbank, right, where there's so many beaten paths, and we were just on a beaten path, like, and there's many of them all interwoven into the bank here by the river, and it's just like you just start thinking about just hundreds of years. Honestly, it's a Chattahoochee River right here, hundreds of years of just people having family experiences, days out, highs and lows. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what Explorer kind of talks about within the lyrics of the song. And it kind of IDs a lot. I'm going to show you upcoming on this particular video another spot that would be something that I would have cited in the lyrics of Explorer by the Heels. It's on its way up here, but I actually am surprised. I'm just glad I thought of that, because a lot of times at my age, I don't say my age, my brain, like, it's like, come on, man, wake up sometimes, and come on, you know, let's get moving. And I just looked at that and went, you know, I got lyrics I write about that, because it's very important to me. Probably one of the reasons why I came, you know, I find my way to park so much. And that's enough babble. Yeah, so this area here is actually prohibited. So there really isn't, even though it's a little beaten down, this area around here, and you see this rock wall running along to the right here. Just get the old finger pointing, bing. And it leads up to, you know, talk about, well, they're called ruins anyway, but talking about like an urban explorer type spot. What I like about this a lot is you have the wall right there, and then right beyond these trees, right beyond, actually you can't really see it, I'll see if I can get a better angle, but you can see what's going. Look how pretty this is, folks. This is majestic. So you're up here on a lookout that they built, you know, and looking down at, there's falls right beyond here, right beyond that spot in the trees. And this is all leading to the following. I'd love to tell him I'm not going to, though. That's a golden moment right there. I'm assuming that's her father, not sure. But look at first off, the swing is epic, and that's an epic moment. And I'd like to tell him, maybe he doesn't even need to be told. He'll remember that moment for the rest of his life. And I love that for him. I really love that for him. A couple days removed from Father's Day. Yeah. It is. We're about ready to see it. I love this feature too. So you can look up probably a little more detailed explanation of the new Manchester Manufacturing Company. This is the ruins up that we're going to be about to see here in Douglas County. I believe it's Lithia Springs. So you see that 1849 to 1864, burnt down by the Union troops. And let's go see. This is it. This is the remains. I don't know if, you know, they got like such a speedy part of the river right here too. You see it right beyond. Look at just the visuals here through the building, through this brick. Right through there you can see the water cascading down across the rocks. Look at this in the back. Look at all that. I just love this, folks. This is absolutely beautiful. If you're in the area, the Atlanta metro area, and I see that even people vacationing from Chicago are stopping in. Sweetwater Creek State Park is that place. It really is that place. There goes a little swing in the distance. Their view is spectacular. just a spectacular moment. You get a bunch of them in here. You really do. Get a bunch of those kind of moments just looking around and being a part of the whole experience of the park with historic significance on top of just the natural beauty. Look at the tree line up top. Oh my goodness gracious. And just a perfect day today for this. So this whole area right here, you go down a big flight of steps and you get down here towards the bottom, but man, oh man, like they got these little spots. I'm gonna see if I can show you one. Yeah, so me, Braxy B, and my daughter Claudia were here, and I think this is the general area. So like when you're like looking through these different little spots right along the bank, and I think that is the one right there. Sometimes they're even smaller. It's like these pools. Oh my God! And I swore I was going to get water shoes, like a decent, decent water shoe. Yeah, I'll say that again 2 times. And actually just sit in them on a hot summer day, very much like today. And I think I'm going to work on that when I get home. This might be a nice spot. You know, there's some rocks below there. Just sit there and kind of just get your legs wet, cool off. And obviously shoes that you could probably hike and walk in too as well. But they're all along this area right here, all along. And you see people hanging out because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, just grab one of these rocks. Here's a spot too, I think, where you could just kind of like sit, kind of cover your belly button with the water and just cool off. I saw a guy, probably, I'm going to assume no water shoes, but I don't even know for sure. Just one of the many just absolute amazing things about this park. Tremendous trails, easy to navigate. They got, I think, higher degree of difficulty trails too as well. I'm pretty sure this one isn't one of them. But look at just all these vistas, all these lookouts. It's perfect. It's perfect for the soul. Period. This really is perfect. I'm going to save this trip for later. This gets really cool here. I've been through here before. And I'm going to say it's at that point, obviously you can see it gets a little more difficult. They got, some stone steps here. There's a little bit of light navigation between here. It gets a little different. Saving that for another time. But I've been down that direction, and that's a whole, it's just another aspect of the greatness of this park. I liked seeing this. You could see this on the way in the park, which I didn't. Seeing it on the way out of the park, better, absolutely better than nothing. We were here. I showed you that. That's the old mill, the Manchester Mill, obviously. But then, you could see in here. I got a feeling like this area was where that stone wall. I guess it all had to do with. Obviously, the water starts really rushing down here. It's got an elevation change to begin with, and the rocks create definitely a spectacular place to build a mill. I wonder if that stone wall that I was showing was somewhere along here as well. But and this is something that you could look forward to seeing when you come out to Sweetwater Creek State Park. And I don't know if I saw the company store the last time I was here. I'll have to peek at that. I feel like I did, and I'm not sure. But anyway. So I'm actually at 4,500 steps, which I'm happy with. I still have a good portion. Actually, I still have the rest of the park to get out of. In a way, that makes me feel good too. I got out to get some exercise. That's obviously important to just relax. How about that? I'll just keep it simple instead of making myself look stupid. Yeah, so that's the one good thing about that. Yeah, so I missed the big snake. That was crossing this path here. And people were talking about it back there. They said it was big, so I'd have to. I mean, I'm not a snake expert, but have seen snakes. God, put one on my channel the other day, crossing the Silver Comet Trail, and that was big enough for me. And I know that was thin, that snake, so who knows? But yeah, nice little stroll through the park. There's a $5 entry to it. There's like fishing areas and stuff on the other side of paying the fee. There's I saw a good deal of fishing going on on my drive in, you know, say about a quarter mile away using the same river. So if that's your thing, $5. You know, so at least you know you have options if you did not want to pay the fee. Now it's like, how are you getting out? And I think this is my cue to turn. Oh, you know what? Now let's go up here. But yeah, I'm happy. Got out, got some. The parks is definitely my thing. I'm gonna start putting up a playlist of it. It's definitely a place that I love to get content out because I just love being in them to begin with. So it's easy to say good things about something when you already like it a lot. I got two more things to show you before we leave. Inside the visitor center, out by the parking lot, is, well, here's an idea what kind of wildlife you're going to see. And this is pretty much stuff that I see right out front, right out back, and now front of my house. Not the beaver, but everything else, yes. You go in here, and right off to the left is actual a historical in this tank. I thought there might be fish in here, but this is actually rifle. My fools, you can see right there how they look. Look. So this is an old chest. I mean, a gun chest, I guess. I really don't know the name of it. Here's what's in there. And that's awesome to come in and see that from the Civil War. Why not? So they shipped that munition box with the rifles in it. That was, I think it was like, they said 1865. When they found the box, I don't know. It had a date of 2006, but I think that was some of the business the archaeology department was handling. So I'm not really exactly sure when they found that box. But here's another thing: if there was any question, I passed it. If there was any question that the Atlanta area is Hollywood East, I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. And this will tell you too. Which of these movies or TV series do you like? Because they've all been filmed inside this park. Look at this. Hunger Games, okay. All the Hunger Games, well, that franchise exclusive, looks like it's exclusively used the park. But look at that. All of that. So just come in and visit Sweetwater Creek State Park, and maybe you'll see a location in one of your favorite movies. Alright folks, thanks for watching. That's going to do it for this episode of Planning Traffic. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll see you next episode.